Well, let's get things started then, shall we? The games are kicking off, starting off with Manchester City versus Crystal Palace, and it's up next. Let's head to our casters.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. Great breakdown as we go into the final rounds of the day. 4 rounds coming your way, and the special guests keep on coming. Mr. Arsenal, Mr. RSD.
Hello.
Are we saying this is the first time?
What?
On the desk before, so a little bit of a moment for yourself as well. Firstly, I've got to say, very well done over the last couple of days. Some good individual performances. How are you assessing this EPL group stages so far for yourself and your team?
Truthfully, I thought I was not going to do that great because I know our group is very tough. There's a lot of tough players. Like every single team has a really good player.
Yep.
And it's really mixy. Hold on.
Banano 1-0 up against BrigArmy. We were just talking off camera. And we said we feel as though Brig needs to start early here, okay?
This
is 1-0 down.
Could be a morale definitely from a Brig.
No, but we mentioned this is going to be one of the closer matchups of the night, and so to start off with such a bang for Bonanno, obviously starts it off with Fabregas, finish it with Fabregas as well. We see the small celebration, but good start because that's what they need to stay on top of the group.
24 points is what they're looking for, Jafonso and Bonanno. It would be a historic, perfect run in the groups. In the grand scheme of things, if they win one game, they're in. But it is something that we've got to talk about because these sort of feats don't happen, Case.
No, they do not. I mean, we were trying to talk about earlier, trying to think of a situation where any team has gone absolutely perfect the entire weekend, and we are not certain that that has happened before. So, I mean, obviously this duo is different this year, and so we are uncertain about can they go back to back to back, but they are looking absolutely stellar. Some of the games were quite close.
Is it again? Fabregas around the side of the goalkeeper, smashed it in at the near post. Banano is ruthless.
This is looking scary. Very, very scary for Brig. He needed to start hot for me. I think, honestly, this could be already over. I'm not going to lie.
Poorly timed offside trap.
Very poor. I think the nerves are kicking in badly here.
Almost robotic in his entire demeanour.
One of the scariest players I've ever seen, to be honest.
Do you remember a couple of years ago, Banano came in to the EPL, and all the other players were playing him in practice, and everyone was saying, he's terrible. He's not very good. Everyone's beating him.
I was one of those players.
And then he went on to beat everyone.
Sitting there smiling, thinking, oh, I might be one of the best players in the world. And look over, and he's just won every game of the group. What's going on?
He's lost 2 individual matches in the ePremier League in 3 years.
That's insane.
But I think it goes to show his mentality. He's got everything down to a science. Both how he starts off his games, how he hypes himself up every single time. Like, he does it exactly the same. I don't know if it's a superstition type thing, but whatever it is won him 2 championships as well. As we see a goal for Ethan here on the other side. Clint Dempsey, the American, making it 1-0 up against Jafonso.
Yeah, quite a surprising early goal there. Jafonso going 1-0 down, but Ethan, a top player in his own right. Not quite been able to put it together in an ePremier League so far. He's got close in other competitions. So the idea there from Banano on the first time through ball. Speaking of superstitions.
Here we go, let's hear this.
Mr. Tom Stokes said that you're actually, when you're celebrating, you're playing during the game, there's no music in those headphones.
Listen, there's one rule in life: do not listen to Tom Stokes. He is a liar. Every single thing he says, you always take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously, I'm listening to music while I play. I'm not going to sit there and listen to no sound with 2 headphones in for no reason. Yeah.
All right, what are you listening to then? We need proof.
I can show you my recently played, but like it's a mix of a lot. There's a lot of stuff there.
Okay. We have got multiple games underway as well, obviously over on the B stream if you do want to see extended coverage of that big match with Chelsea trying to fight their way up the table. You can do over on YouTube. Our focus will be on Crystal Palace and Manchester City. Brig struggled to get into this game in the early stages. This could be a chance here for him. Cole Palmer down the right-hand side. Nice little player lock fake. Now EthxnH into the box. First time shot from Mo Salah. It's a nice goal.
It's nice. I think Brig needed that goal. Truthfully, really needed that goal because he started slow, Bonanno started hot, and now here we go. I'm thinking this could be a dirty comeback here. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we have got Ricky RSD with us in the commentary booth. I know you've got a thriving community yourself on social media. If anyone is in the chat, get those questions in, and I'm sure we can ask them on the stream. Good bounce back there, though, Case, for BrigArmy.
Absolutely, yeah, that's exactly what he needs to get back in this game. To start off in that capacity, you know, it can be bad for the morale, but that's what he needs. Well, you mentioned questions for RSD. I have one for you.
Okay.
Obviously, format is different this year, so these last couple of rounds are going to be such nail-biters because they actually matter. What are your overall thoughts about the format?
I think the only issues are really like the delay in games. Before, last year, it would be game after game, and then you take maybe a mini break in the middle. The 2-day split is a bit of a weird one. It's a new thing. Maybe we'll enjoy it in like a couple of years' time. But I don't mind it. We're seeing both games here at the same time, and everything's looking good. And Palace have taken 2.
That's Ethan 2-0 up from the corner. Well, Jafonso 2-0 down here against Ethan. That's what we're going to turn our attention to right now. Surprised by this, Ricky?
We should never ever be surprised with the Ethan Higgins game. I think he's always showed class. I think recently sometimes he's dropped a few games and you think, hold on, like he's losing it. But he's never not there in the game. Like you never see him lose 8-0 or 9-0. He's always in a game. Hold on.
Absolutely. There's a finesse shot coming in. Good save from Roofs. The other games that we were just alluding to, Actual Emperor and Lunatic, 2-0 up for Actual Emperor, NH and Griffey. Locked in battle right now, and that will be the first point on the board for Fulham. If that result was to stick, Jafonso with a goal back.
I've just seen a BrigArmy fist bump. I got to know what that was for. 2-1 here in Ethan's game.
Has faced adversity throughout the Premier League, Jafonso and Banano Case, but they seem to be coming out on top even when they're not playing that well.
That's the thing, like they could be down by a few goals, but as we see that replay coming in here, I mean, easy over the top. Doumbia was able to finish that. But like we said, they've had a couple matches that were a bit worrisome. But I think it just goes to show they have competed at the highest level in multiple different leagues. They have trophies under their belt. And so even down, I think that they have the morale to stay in those type of games.
And this was that Jafonso goal. Once again, Brolin with the finish. Banano just with a little look out the corner of his eye there, keeping an eye on that game. Here's Griffey answering back against NH. Steven Gerrard with the strike. And NH going back in front. It's a mistake out the back.
Bad. Rushed it.
Can't make those errors.
You can't rush the ball like that, especially when you've just brought the game back. Now you've lost all momentum, and now NH is going to probably push with that.
And here is Actual Emperor coming forward. Lots of space there. Fabregas.
Nice.
Simple finish into the bottom corner. And it looks like Actual Emperor's added a third here, Kes.
Yep, and of course, starts off with Brolin. Mo Salah across the goal, makes it 3.
And this could be a 4th.
He just keeps going. It's Brolin again. 4-0 for Actual Emperor.
Hold on.
Perfect timing. Emi Martinez forced down to his near post. Scored from the last corner, did Ethan. Will he have success again? It's floated into the back post. Van Dijk wins the first contact. And Dorgu will just clear his lines for Jafonso and get into half-time. Get a little bit of input coming in there from Edu, the coach behind it. 2-2 here, and that will do us for half-time. Also, all level at the moment.
Yes, I think that obviously we knew that this game was going to be a nail-biter, but I think Man City, they're looking for perfection. They want to have a perfect weekend. I mean, that really sets themselves up well going into playoffs, and so Crystal Palace obviously not wanting to give that to them, being 1 and 2 on the leaderboard. But again, like, those spots are going to matter so much in terms of what we're going to see in a couple weeks' time.
Absolutely. Speaking of the leaderboard and spots mattering, every goal matters at the moment. They were perfect up to this point, Man City, but just stumbling at the Palace hurdle at the moment. And you know what that means for the leaderboard. Crystal Palace go top on head-to-head. Right now on 19 points and 19 points. on the head-to-head with Ethan beating Jafonso. Palace atop. Surprised by that?
No. Listen, they're both great teams. Like I think we disrespect the Crystal Palace camp a little bit too much. I think because both of them on their day can win big games. We've seen it before. Ethan's won many big games. Briggs won a lot of games as well. Like it's not like I think. Obviously, you think it's a bit surprising both of them are not winning. Like you'd think one of them would be winning, but I'm not surprised individually. No.
Absolutely. I might be surprised by some of these questions coming in though, Ricky. What's it feel like to be a trendsetter with Drogba at left mid?
I might have just pulled my cards out too early. I think people might follow me next in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time. Hopefully, people can't do the same stuff I can do. You know what I mean?
We had Stokes on actually, and he said it actually does take a lot of adaptation. G-Dog, RSD, are you listening to music when playing?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Listen, we've got to stop listening to Stokes, guys. Please.
I think we've got a couple more as well. Who's the most surprising player for you right now in EPL? Another competitor. Yeah.
Oh, another competitor. Who do I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think there's not been much surprise. I feel like a lot of things are going well.
Sam Brewster beating Young 6-1.
You know what?
Big.
But I don't want to give Sam Brewster a compliment. That's my main issue. Yeah, we'll go with Sam Brewster. We've seen it before from him. FIFA 22 or FC 22? He's very, very good.
And final one there coming in. What's the best passing play style?
It's got to be Tiki, just because you can also through ball with it. But I don't think actually, you know what? I've just changed my mind straight there. I can't play with a striker that doesn't have incisive. I've just lied for no reason. Yeah, incisive by far the best, I think.
We're back underway into the action, Case. 30 minutes left to play. Every single goal could be massive here. Dig to the back post. There's Haaland. Great save.
What a save from Emi Martinez there. No, you mentioned it. These last few minutes are such a nail biter. All these games are happening at the same time. Cole Palmer makes it 3.
Wow. Ethan Higgins dragging Crystal Palace to the top spot right now.
But you know what? I sat there with Ethan before the tournament started, and I saw Van Dijk, and I thought, what's the point of him? He's too slow for me. I think he's not that great, but he's head corners.
He's getting assists.
And he gets assists. He's the creative player in this team.
And you just see there the communication between the two of them as well. What's your score? We need to this head-to-head. You get a draw, I get a win. We're in.
Yeah.
You have to be locked in. You have no other option.
And speaking of getting wins, a mistake from the back. And it's capitalised on from Bonanno. 3-2, he now leads. We're going to have to see that table because every single goal will change how it is looking.
That aim on that shot was insane. To be honest, I didn't think there was any space on that side.
We do have, obviously, Chelsea and Fulham underway. We're in a double pause right now. A lot of changes being made, tactical, or maybe just a little bit of a mental reset with only 30 minutes left to play. The biggest 30 minutes of the ePremier League so far as we close out these all-important groups. It's going to be Group A finishing first, and then we're going to go B, C and D throughout. So that goal right there puts City back top with a little bit of breathing room. It's a 1-goal swing. If BrigArmy gets a draw and Ethan holds on, Palace go top. Big 25 minutes incoming, Case.
Absolutely. Every single goal is going to matter. It does seem like Brig is taking his time here, making sure he's choosing the perfect option here.
If you're Ethan as well in this predicament, Ricky, you can't take your eye off the ball too much because you're playing against Jafonso. It's not like you can look across.
You can't even
You've got to be locked into your game.
You go off the ball in 1 second, it's over. Like, he is a guy that will capitalise on your mistakes. But
hundreds of thousands of dollars between the two of them, Jafonso and Banano, in terms of prize money earned from this esport. Let's have a look at Low Griffey here. He's back in the game against NH with Cesc Fabregas. However, it was Chelsea just walking through.
It's like a speed move. What game are we playing, NH?
An actual Emperor added another one here. It was Mo Salah with the outside the boot, low driven there, and one quickly followed straight after as well, Case.
Yes, actual Emperor flying in this last game for him, making it 6. He's had a tough start to his group stage, but he is going to be finishing strong as we see Ethan traveling up the pitch with Haaland. Finish with Haaland as well. We don't see Haaland too much on any of their teams.
No, we don't, but he's doing the business.
There's only 2 people in the tournament that play back post crosses. Me and Ethan Higgins.
Yeah.
Haaland and Drogba.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think there might be more.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried. I'm actually very worried, to be honest, because look, you can see what he's doing you can see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, it works. It definitely works. People in practice don't think it works because people play a lot different in practice than in the actual game.
Well, there's also a real lack of aerial fortress defenders.
The right backs are really small.
Yeah.
Like, so it's obviously it's easy. Like, because you can also play the knockdown as well. You don't have to shoot the header. You can pass it, and that also creates panic in the box. The guys, your centre backs, they're going to grab the wrong centre backs, and it's going to be easy for you to make chances.
And this area here, this is the danger area, because then if you're Bonanno as well, you're already starting to back off ever so slightly. If that's Ethan, it's getting floated in, or you can dribble in.
It's just another option. You don't even ever have to play it. You just need your opponent to worry about it. Hold on. Oh.
There's a free kick there just for Crystal Palace is going to another pause case.
Yes. BrigArmy, obviously. Again, there's so much chatter between the two of them. I feel like we see the most. They're both in pauses right now, so that's why. But I do feel like they have that team chemistry going for both of them, and that's exactly what you need in the final stages of this competition, especially when it's so close in terms of this group. We'll see if anything can shift around, because currently Man City is still sitting on top.
I'm just going to take a little listen in here.
Has he got Van Dijk?
Sí.
He does it.
Y el lateral derecho. Timber.
Just hearing on the Brig side, does he have Van Dijk?
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a corner here.
Yeah.
Whipped into that back post and a head down. Apologies for any unsavoury language that you might have crept in there. Tensions running high at the Premier League. EthxnH nipped his nose back in front there against Griffith. 5-4 now, and once again, Thomas Brolin on that score sheet, as he seems to have been all day long. Let's get back into that Banano and BrigArmy game. We got another actual Emperor goal to show you as well. Mo Salah again on that right foot. We're back underway, 3-2. Banano twists his man, fires across the goalkeeper, and what a save from Roofs.
Banano's surely got a corner. There's no way he's walked out here with no corner.
I think BrigArmy said there, I don't think I'm going to get the ball. 87th minute.
Real. If there's going to be someone to hold the ball here for the next 5 minutes, it is Banano. You know what I mean?
He's going to go direct into. No, it's one near post.
He's got 2 people close.
Yeah. Play short. Play a lot cancel. Taking the time, but he has given the ball away, and it's given BrigArmy a chance. It's given Palace a chance to finish first. Mo Salah driving down the right-hand side. Doesn't have many white, red and blue shirts up with him, but finds Bruno Fernandes. Can't quite get the pass away.
He needs a +2.
With only one additional minute. Brig knows.
Hold on.
That unless there's a Banano mistake, the referee doesn't play it. Manchester City, once again, top of the pile after the group stages. BrigArmy desperately close, giving Banano his toughest game of the EPL so far. Could have gone another way.
A great fight there from Crystal Palace, but it is the back-to-back champions that will be top of the group, which sets them up very nicely for the end of March. They're going directly through to the quarterfinals. That's what they're looking for this weekend, as we finish out the last few minutes here in the Jafonso game.
And I think it just goes to show, Ricky, how hard it is to go
max points.
Max points, 24 from 24.
I think it also shows a threat of Crystal Palace. Look what's going on the screen. People really don't back these guys as one of the top favourites of this tournament.
Do you think when we go to aggregate scoreline as well, it actually favours them?
Yes. Because especially if Brig goes first.
I mean, they win this game on aggregate.
Yeah.
3-2-4-1, they go through.
Because maybe not now. But Brig is the guy that normally attacks, and Ethan's the calm, composed one normally. So they really work well. Like, you need that. I feel like you need one guy that's really strong at holding the ball and keeping the game close, and one guy that's a great attacker. And that's what this duo is.
As we wrap up these groups here, Man City will be top. Chelsea slot into the middle of the pack. Crystal Palace close in second, and look, 18 points in another group. Probably finishes your top.
Yeah. That Group D, the one I'm in.
Yeah.
But luckily, the second place matters this year, and so they're setting themselves up way better.
That's the best part about
March.
the format. Like before, like even if you came 5th, you are in the exact same place as someone second. Obviously the seeding, but because now if you come 3rd, 2nd, you're in a different stage, which is much better.
Obviously, your group is going to be rounded out finally today. Looking forward to seeing how it all wraps up.
No, I don't want to play. No, listen, I could either come 2nd, 1st, 5th right now. It's going to be fun. As long as I'm enjoying myself at the end of the game. I mean, maybe if I lose like 5-6-0, that might not be a smile, but we'll see what happens.
Well, it's 21 points for Manchester City, and that will do it. Palace ran them ever so close. And at points, they were top on head-to-head. However, it's the Citizens who, after back-to-back ePremier League victories, will be guaranteed a spot in the quarter-finals, finishing on 21 points out of 24. Ricky, I've got to say, it's been an absolute pleasure. I think you've been fantastic for the first ever time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. Group A is almost complete. We've just got, I think, a full-time result coming in from Chelsea and Fulham now. Their ePremier League campaign for the groups is over. They'll be back in 3 weeks' time to see if Fulham can turn it around and cause a massive upset. I tell you what, if you think that game was good between Palace and City, look what we've got coming up. Sunderland and Aston Villa. How will Group B round out? Make sure you stick with us to find out.